What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing? It is May 12th, 2021, 12:37 p.m. here, just in the afternoon. And I'm going to be hanging out with you guys for about an hour. Welcome to the live stream. There is a possibility that this is going to be the first episode, I guess, of a podcast series that I'm going to be doing. Literally, I might just be ripping the audio from these live streams and throwing them on like Anchor or somewhere that I can host a podcast, if that makes sense. So, that's something I've been wanting to do for a long time. Rip this audio, put it on a podcast. It would be called like HelloGreedo's Lightspeed Lounge or something like that. And wherever you are, maybe you're in your car and you don't want to have YouTube open, you can listen to it on a podcast form. And I might integrate it somehow with Patreon too and do like 5 minutes or 10 minutes of Patreon questions before every podcast episode. So yeah, I don't know. Is that something that would be interesting to you guys, or do you primarily listen to it on YouTube, or is it something that doesn't even matter? I don't know. Anyway, I hope you guys are doing well. Been a busy week for me. Busy week the rest of the week as well. So I'm an open book right now. Whatever you guys want to talk about, I got no topic that I want to talk about. It's all up to you, man. Took, thank you.
Oldest playing both JV and varsity hockey, middle travel baseball, and youngest house baseball. Plus work tired too. Happy stream.
It's an exhausting existence, but it's fun as hell, right, man? Took17, thank you for the super chat and channel support this afternoon. Took says, how's it going, HG? Glad I could catch a little of this before a nap. Oldest playing both JV and varsity hockey, middle travel baseball, and youngest house baseball. Plus work. What is house baseball? Is that like T-ball? I don't think I've ever heard that term before. Interesting. Plus work tired to Cappy stream. Yeah, man. I can't even imagine. My daughter's only 3. We've taken her to a couple dance classes and yeah. Having 3, all playing different sports, ping-ponging from location to location. I'm sure it's fun as hell, but yeah. I'm curious, what's your favorite sport to watch of theirs? If that's... Or what's your favorite sport to watch? I know I always see you post hockey stuff and baseball stuff. For me, man, baseball I think is my favorite sport. I always get excited for football season, but I drop off pretty quick with it, just because the Jags, ups and downs, mostly downs, blah blah blah. Baseball season, it's fun because I don't have like the MLB package or anything this year, but it's fun for me. Maybe every 10 games, the Braves are televised, and I sit down and I anticipate a Braves game, and I get I get pumped. I go into my closet, I get my Braves shirt, maybe my Braves jersey, something Braves, and I just sit down and I enjoy some baseball. Yeah, I think baseball is my favorite sport. It's the sport that I played as a kid. I love it through and through. I've been a Braves fan all of my life. I lived in Atlanta from the time I was 5 until like 12 or 13. For the 90s, basically, when the Braves were the best.
Hey, Greedo, long time no see. Miss the content, but understand you goals. Be safe and may the force be with you.
Mr. Tim Goodfellow, thank you so much for the channel support as well, man. Greatly appreciate that. One sec. But yeah, Took, what did you say? House is just not travel. Oh, I see. More like kids just trying it out. Gotcha. For kids, hockey because it's a higher, older level, but baseball will always be my first love. Nice, man. Yeah. Hockey, I enjoy hockey. There was a time where I would watch a few Lightning games here and there. But for whatever reason, man, whenever I try to get really into it, it's one of those things where I can't, which is strange, But as you said, first love, baseball. It's kind of for me as well. But I love it, man. Anyway, get some rest, take a nap, turn this thing off. You can listen later. Dada needs a nap. But I appreciate that channel support this afternoon. And Tim says, hey, Greedo, long time no see. Missed the content, but understand your goals. Be safe, and may the force be with you. I appreciate that, man. And yeah, anybody listening to my voice right now and listening to this live stream, I am currently The reason that you've only seen like 4 or 5 videos from me in the past 5 months is because I'm on a new career path. Becoming a firefighter. The past 5 months I've been in the academy. It's basically going to last an entire year of training. It's super fun, exhausting. It's right up my alley. I am so glad that I'm a runner because so much of it is just cardio, and I feel like I'm just as prepared as I possibly can be for this. And it's been a lot of fun. So yeah, man, I appreciate the support, and I appreciate you being cool, and not only you, but I appreciate everybody kind of understanding that this is something that I've always wanted to do, and I finally kind of had a little opportunity to step back and evaluate and realize that it's time to pull the trigger on it, you know. So it's going great, man. It's going great. And you know, the thing is, one sec.
Star Wars fan film project
Appreciate that, Wario.
At my old middle school. I want to upload it to Vimeo, but I noticed a ton of mistakes. Do you think I should upload the theatrical or the special edition?
Wario Will, thank you so much for the generous super chat as well, man. Give me one sec. But yeah, Tim, hopefully I'll have more time from now until the end of the year to devote to the channel a little bit more than I was previously. The previous 5 months have been I mean, as you guys could tell with the lack of channel stuff, a whirlwind, and I barely had time to maybe do 10 streams in 5 months and upload 4 or 5 videos, you know. So moving forward, I think there will be more opportunities to devote to the channel. And once, you know, training's done, once rookie year's done, once you know, all that's done, I will, you know, every firefighter that I've known, every firefighter that I talked to when I've done my rescue rides and stuff like that, they all have side gigs, whether it be like pressure washing or installing cabinets. Well, my second gig will be HelloGreedo, you know, kind of cool. But anyway, I appreciate that, Tim. Hope you're doing well, man. And Wario Will, thank you so much as well. Wario says, 2 months ago, my Star Wars fan film project, Alderaan, premiered at my old middle school. I want to upload it to Vimeo, but I noticed a ton of mistakes. Do you think I should upload the theatrical or the special edition? I love that, man. As a little tongue-in-cheek joke, absolutely. Yeah, I would suggest, first of all, I don't know if you guys, can you guys add links into the chat? I think that might be turned off. If you want to, send it to me on Twitter, but I'd love to check it out. I wouldn't obviously delete the original one. What I would do is label them theatrical and special edition. It might be kind of a fun tongue-in-cheek joke. And then on the theatrical version that was originally uploaded that you noticed a bunch of mistakes on, in the comment section, the description or whatnot, you could link the newer version, you know, the quote-unquote special edition. But that's cool, man. So did you make it 2 months ago, my Star Wars fan film project, Alderaan? Did you make it like a long time ago, or is this relatively new? I'm curious. Yeah, fire it to me on Twitter if you can. I'd love to check it out. Maybe I can Google around and see it. But yeah, that's exactly what I would do, Wario. I would theatrical cut, special edition cut, fan film. You know, that's fun, man. But I appreciate that support, Will. And yeah, man, feel free to send it over to me on Twitter. I'll fire it out. But yeah, man, I appreciate that. Speaking of fan films, like, I know I've talked about it before. Started the film in October of 2020. Oh, nice, man. Nice. So you've been working on it a while. And it just premiered 2 months ago. That's badass, man. Congratulations. I've, you know, Star Wars fan films and stuff like that, I always appreciate them, even if I'm not a fan of them, even if like a certain one doesn't really hit me or impact me or is not my cup of tea. I always appreciate him on just like a very deep level. There's obvious like passion there. There's obvious devotion and love for a thing. A lot of hard work, obviously. I love him. But my favorite fan films, I think, there's one called Days Past. Just Google like Star Wars Days Past. I think that's what it's called, right? It's been a while since I've watched it. Star Wars Days Past. Yeah, Star Wars Days. It's called Days Past. A Star Wars fan film. It was uploaded in 2017. It's great, man. It's not all the problem. That Star Wars. Let me restart. Days Past is like just I don't know. It's like 15 minutes long. It's really great. There's great acting. There's no action. It's just wonderful. It's great. It's wonderful. It's a little story. There's another one called Jakku First Wave that I love too. It's only like 4 minutes long. Check those two out. Those are my favorites so far. But I've always wanted to make my own. I've just never sat down to or planned it out. I don't think I would be a good director of people when it comes to shooting video and stuff like that, if that makes sense. It's kind of interesting. Some of you guys know I did write a little storyboard for a fan film, and I wrote it like 3 years before Battlefront 2 came out, and it was almost identical to like, there's stormtroopers on Endor, and they hear a loud squelch on their mic, in their helmet, and they look up and the Death Star's exploding, and they need to figure out how to egress. That was basically my fan film idea, and then boom, like Battlefront 2, I played through the campaign, and I was like, that's like exactly what I wrote down in this little notebook. But yeah, anyway, I appreciate that. I'm currently, let's see, where did that go? Favorite lightsaber duel from the prequel trilogy. What's up, Awesome Productions? My favorite lightsaber duel from the prequel trilogy is from The Phantom Menace. It's Maul, Qui-Gon, and Obi. To me, man, it's the most grounded. It's the most like, I know it's highly choreographed. It's acrobatic. It's gymnastics, but to me, it's the most realistic out of all of the prequel lightsaber fights. I really love that lightsaber fight. It's great, man. Michael Bordages, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support, man. Michael says the Clone Wars micro series is now on Disney Plus. In Vintage Star Wars collection. Also, can't wait for the Attack of the Clones 20th anniversary panel next year if they do it. Hard to believe. 20 years, man. I still remember where I was for all the prequel movies when I saw them in the theater. Revenge of the Sith is still one of my all-time favorite like movie-going experiences. If you guys read my book, you'd know that I saw it opening night, dressed up as Greedo. My buddy dressed up as Han. And we went at midnight, and it was just a great time. But anyway, yeah. So I did see that, Michael. I saw that the micro series, it came out in 2003, I think. I saw that was on Disney Plus in the Vintage collection alongside like the Ewok cartoons and stuff, right? But yeah, I've been saying that I need to watch that for years. I don't know why I haven't gotten around to it, man. Like, most of you guys know I'm so far behind when it comes to watching Star Wars stuff. Like I've never finished Rebels. I'm an episode behind on Bad Batch. I really want to watch it, just haven't had time to check it out. And the fact that I have not watched that Clone Wars micro series, I'm sure it annoys the hell out of a lot of you guys. It annoys the hell out of me, man. Like, I'll get around to it. I'll watch it one day. I've been saying that for like 3 years, I feel like, since people started really wanting me to watch it, Stupid. Why don't I sit down and watch it? It's just like 2 hours, right? Yeah, one day I'll find some time to sit down and watch it. We'll see. I mean, yeah, I need to. Speaking of the Disney Plus vintage Star Wars stuff, we tried to watch, or I put on the Ewok cartoons. What is it called? Is it just called Ewoks? I think it is. It was a couple weekends ago. We were laying in bed, my wife, me, and my daughter. And usually, you know, Saturday morning, we'll just lazily drink some coffee in bed. She'll eat some fruit or whatever in bed, my daughter, and I don't know, have some milk, and we'll watch some cartoons. And I put on the Ewok cartoon, and she was just like not interested. And I was like, oh, I don't blame you. This is not good. I don't know, like sometimes you watch some stuff as a kid, and you might have thought it was awesome, but when you watch it nowadays, or when a nowadays kid watches something from your past, they're like, nah, this sucks. Yeah, it's not, yeah. So get off and go watch it. Nothing is holding you back but you. All right, motivation man. Go watch this cartoon. Put everything else that you're motivated to finish on hold and watch this cartoon. I'll get around to it, motivation man. But yeah, Michael, yeah. Yeah, that cartoon is not good. That Ewoks cartoon. I don't remember watching it as a kid. I don't remember watching it as a kid at all. I don't really think I did. I don't know. Maybe I did and I'm forgetting, but yeah. Anyway, I appreciate that, Michael. Yeah, I'll definitely watch that anniversary panel. There's no question in my mind that they will do an anniversary panel for it, a 20th anniversary panel. But we shall see. I did see right before we started this, somebody posted that the celebration dates changed. It looks like they bumped them up from August of next year to May of next year. So yeah, just for anybody that was interested in going, it's no longer August of next year, not this year, of next year. It's now May of next year. Don't know if I'd be able to make it, but either way, yeah, we'll see. But yeah, anyway, Dylan Compton, thank you so much for the channel support as well. Dylan says, a video I think you'd enjoy is called Bill Burr Gives Mando a Driving Tour. It's a Mando scene dubbed with Bill's podcast. Check it out sometime. I will absolutely check that out. I love that idea. Yeah, Bill Burr was doing YouTube videos where he literally just drove around LA talking, right? Let's Bill Burr driving LA. The hills. Yeah, quarantine. So yeah, this is a real being. Yeah, I remember him doing this a few years back. So, oh yeah, so this is like from 2011. So he was doing this a while back. Okay, I'll check this out. Let me find the actual video. Let me see. Bill Burr driving Mandalorian. Oh, nice. Okay, so Bill Burr, the Mandalorian. Okay, cool. So this was uploaded December 20th, 2020. Nice. Okay. I'm assuming this is it. It's like just like 3 minutes. All right. Link is posted in the chat. I'll watch this after the chat because usually I don't watch stuff on stream just because the audio and it would get my stream would get like demonetized and, you know, shut down. But I will definitely check this out. You guys know I'm a big Bill Burr fan. That's why right above me on my shelf I have the Wicked Joyful Space Boston Billy action figure. One of my favorite Star Wars possessions. I love it, man. I love it so much. But anyway, I appreciate that, Dylan. I appreciate the suggestion. Oh, one sec.
Hope you're kicking butt at Academy. I've been writing for my college's paper. I'm sort of the default arts and sci-tech guy. That just means I can write about Star Wars.
Galactic Greaser, thank you so much. Oh, and Ian Fox, thank you so much for the super chats. Both of you guys. I must have completely missed that notification there, Ian. Ian says, where have you been? You done making videos? No, I'm not done. I've So yeah, I've only uploaded like 5 videos in 5 months. The reason is because I'm currently like knee deep in the fire academy. I'm becoming a firefighter. I'm 5 months in so far, and it's going great. Loving it. It's it's a perfect fit. It's, you know, I missed kind of the Navy life. I missed the camaraderie of the Navy and kind of a unified vision and being a part of something bigger than myself. This is something that I've always wanted to pursue. Should have done it 10 years ago when I got out of the military, but here I am, man. That it just goes to show, like, I'm going to be 35 in like 10 days. I'm going to turn 35 in like 10 days, 11 to be exact. But it goes to show, like, dude, if you can change careers, you can start doing something new whenever you want, you know? Like, this goes to all you guys who are like graduating high school or whatever right now. If you're graduating high school right now, you know, I'm sure you got a lot of people telling you got to figure stuff out. You got to, you know, pick your path, figure out what you want to do for the rest of your life, blah, 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 blah. Dude, take a step back. Take a deep breath. There's plenty of time to figure stuff out. You're still young. It's probably going against all the advice that you've ever heard. But, like, yeah, man, like, if you need to, just find a job right now. Figure out what you want to do. Don't be in any rush to, you know, to like just settle on some degree that, you know, doesn't interest you. Interests will come and go, and passions will wane, and you know, your paths will open up, and, you know, opportunities will be there, and some things will come out of necessity, and some things will come because you say, fuck it, let's just go for it. Don't be in any rush to just settle, you know. But yeah, man. Yeah. That's my advice. Take it or leave it. I don't even know what I mean by saying all that, but yeah, man. Don't be in any rush, you know, to just settle for some bullshit. I even recommend, like, you know, taking months and going on like a road trip, man. Do it, you know. Save some, get an hourly gig for a few months, save some dough, and go on a road trip adventure of a lifetime with your best buds. Do it. And then figure it out, you know, but don't be in any rush. Damn it, you're 18. You know what I mean? Most people have no idea most like 50-year-olds have no idea what the fuck they want to do with their life. You expect an 18-year-old to? Come on, man. You know? Anyway, that's my rant. Cheers. But I appreciate that, Ian. And Galactic Greaser, thank you so much for the channel support as well. Good to see you, man. Good to see you back, Greedo. Hope you're kicking butt at the Academy. I've been writing for my college's paper. I'm sort of the default arts and entertainment and sci-tech guy. That just means I can write about Star Wars. Nice. So college's paper. So you can incorporate fun science, like maybe real-world science things, and spin it in a fun Star Wars way. I dig it. That sounds like a pretty fun gig. I don't know if you know, I used to make these Star Wars science videos. I probably haven't made one in like 5 years, man. Maybe longer than that. It might interest you. It might be up your alley. But yeah, that sounds like a fun gig. Writing about stuff that you're interested in for a school paper. Yeah, it sounds like a good gig. And I would suspect that arts and entertainment and sci-tech guy, you might be one of the most read, like, pages in that entire paper. I mean, that's the section that I would instantly turn to if I opened up the old rag and started reading it, you know? But that's awesome, man. Keep it up. Is it digital, too? You could always post it. Expand. And have you ever wanted to turn it into, like, something broader than writing for the college paper? Like, do a blog or... I don't even know what there is nowadays. I'm so out of the loop. I learn new. I feel like the old man now. It's weird. I am the second oldest out of a bunch of people in the academy. It's interesting, but it's fun. But damn it, Galactic. I'm glad I'm a runner. Like, I run a lot. Some of you guys know. I always run 4 miles at a time, no more, no less. Well, sometimes more if I have more hours to kill on the weekend, nothing to do. 4 hours at a time every time, and I try to run like 15, 20 miles a week. And dude, I'm so glad that I'm a runner because everything about the academy is like cardio. It's crazy. I feel like I'm just in as prepared as I possibly could be, you know. Yeah, we have a website for the paper too. Oh, nice, man. That's cool. That's really cool. Yeah, you could always expand it. Start your own website, or I don't even know. Squarespace.com. Use promo code HelloGreedo. No, maybe one day we'll get there, right? You're gonna have a midlife crisis soon. Nah, man. I think I'm way too laid back for that shit. What, like buy a red Mustang? Like a sports car kind of midlife crisis? Zero desire. Yeah. Anyway. Ian Fox, thank you so much, man. Was in Long Beach search and rescue for a time. Good luck. Oh, nice, man. That's cool. Yeah. So, done with EMT. Now I'm doing all that kind of stuff. Like full on academy stuff. You know, getting dressed 1,000 times a day. SCBA. What is it, like under 2.5 minutes for the state test? I don't know how it is state to state. We're just learning Florida, obviously, but yeah, man, it's fun. It's a great. I feel like I'm at home just because of kind of what I missed about the Navy, and it's just like a really good fit. So I appreciate the good luck there. GL, good luck, or George Lucas, right? But cheers, man. I appreciate that, Ian. Christopher asks, "Hey Greedo, what do you think about the Bad Batch show? I think it's really good." I've only seen the first episode. There's only 2 episodes out right now, right? Yeah, I've only seen the first episode. I really enjoyed it. I also think, man, because I've been so out of the loop this year with all things Star Wars, I really haven't paid attention to much. That just doesn't go for Star Wars. That goes for like everything. I also think because of that more hands-off approach, I might have even enjoyed the Bad Batch show more than I would have. Because, so, like, how do I put this? In the past, I would watch a show, maybe like the first season of The Mandalorian, and I would watch it like at 4 a.m, make a video, and just be like, I need to get this video out. You know what I mean? I didn't feel like that really with the second season of The Mandalorian, but I definitely didn't feel like that with the Bad Batch. So like there's like not a weight lifted off my shoulders, but a lack of pressure to like constantly put stuff out. You know what I mean? So I think that even adds to my enjoyment because I don't have to be thinking about what I'm gonna say in a video while I'm watching this show that I should just be devoting to, like, put my full attention on. Does that make sense? So I think, yeah, I enjoyed it because it was good, and I think I enjoyed it more just because of this kind of more hands-off approach that I have when it comes to the channel and Star Wars, if that makes sense. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. I need to watch the second episode before Friday when the next episode comes out, right? But anyway, Jared Jams. Jared Jams, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support. I greatly appreciate that this afternoon. Jared asks, what's your favorite non-Star Wars Lucasfilm? Like Lucasfilm movies that aren't Star Wars? Good God. I mean, like, I would think I mean, off the top of my head, I would just think like Raiders of the Lost Ark. Actually, I take that back. Man. I think my favorite Indiana Jones film, which might be my favorite non-Star Wars Lucasfilm movie, is Temple of Doom. I think Temple of Doom is my favorite Indiana Jones movie. I love them all. Don't get me wrong. Except for Crystal Skull. I haven't watched it probably since it came out. And maybe I would like it now. I don't know. But, yeah, Temple of Doom, man. It's so goofy and fun and off the wall and such a weird, it weirdly like goes away from the vibe of Raiders, if that makes sense. Yeah, Temple of Doom, and I think Temple of Doom is the Indiana Jones movie that I watched the most as a kid. I vividly remember having the Temple of Doom VHS, and we had at the time we had like a big minivan when I was a kid, and the minivan had TVs that you popped a VH. It had a VHS player and TVs, in the back seat, and I used to pop in Temple of Doom on road trips. And I watched it so many times. Yes, I'm sure that influences my love for that movie. But I would be willing to guess it's probably most people's like least favorite indie movie. Is that true? If you had to pick a favorite or a least favorite Indiana Jones movie, don't let my favorite influence your pick. But what is your least favorite? I'd be willing to bet most people say Temple. But, dude, I love the opening. I love it so goofy and off the wall. But, yeah, that's just me. Yeah, so probably Temple, Jared. I did not too long ago, maybe a couple years ago, I saw Raiders of the Lost Ark with a symphony. I think that was in 2019, I believe. Maybe 2018. I can't, something like that. That was a really fun experience. But, yeah, anyway, I appreciate that. Jared, hope you're doing well, man. Lord of the Rings. Yeah. I was going to say that's not very common nowadays to have, like, TVs in cars, which is probably true, but you don't even need a TV in a car. Nowadays, people have phones, tablets, laptops, right? So, like, back in the day, I remember we had a TV that you... it was kind of like airplane TVs, you know? You could bring the TV down and... there was a VHS player in like the center console, and you pop the movie in and stuff like that. Yeah, anyway. Chris Froman, good to see you, man. Thank you so much for the channel support as well. Chris says, "Hey, Greedo, wanted to say, do the podcast, and where can I find it? And when I create my girlfriend's prom night, I talked about last stream. I'll tweet." Nice. I'd love to hear how it went and everything, man. Hell yeah. So Chris was saying that because of COVID. Basically, his girlfriend had to skip prom, and he's doing a prom on the beach. He mentioned that last stream. Cool. It's cool stuff. He said he's not a romantic dude, but that's a pretty romantic thing to do, right? Yeah, so I don't know how it works, Chris. I mentioned at the beginning of this and on Twitter earlier that I'm probably going to start taking the audio from these live streams and uploading them as a podcast and doing something with it like that. Just so like, I don't know, man. It's something that I've been wanting to do. I don't really know the benefit of it, but like I think it would be kind of fun to make these more accessible to a wider variety of people who might not have time to listen to these live, or might think listening to something on YouTube is more of a pain in the ass than it's worth. Yeah, I just think it would be kind of fun to have this live stream format as a podcast. I don't know if it will really translate or how it will translate, because obviously it's just me rambling on a microphone and I'm reading y'all's text. So I don't know how that will translate to an audience that's listening to my voice right now, if that makes sense. I mean, maybe it'll work. I don't know. But I think it'd be fun, you know. And I also think that what I'm going to do is integrate it with Patreon. So, like, on Patreon, I will I'll say, like, ask a question or something like that, and I'll pick, like, 3 questions to answer at the beginning. So it would go, like, maybe 10 minutes of Patreon questions, and then it will go into the live stream that was recorded on YouTube, if that makes sense. Yeah. I don't know if that makes sense, but... And how will you be able to find it? I'm planning on using Anchor. I don't know anything about it, but I'm assuming that all I got to do is upload the audio, and then Anchor will, like, distribute it to all podcast apps or whatever, how it works. I really don't know how it works, but I'm sure it's not too difficult, right? But anyway, I appreciate that, Chris. Keep an eye out on my Twitter, because if I do it, that's probably the first place I'll let everybody know. Also, it's not only going to be live streams. I think in the future, like I've done a few interviews here and there over the years, and I want to upload those. But in the future, I'm planning on doing more, you know, interviews with maybe some more. Because most of the things that I do interviews with, or the people that I do interviews with on this channel, aren't Star Wars related, you know. I did an interview with a guy who started an Ultima Online podcast, one of my all-time favorite video games. And we just talked about Ultima Online for like 2 hours, you know. So I'll do stuff like that, and then maybe interview other Star Wars YouTubers or whatnot. I think it'd be fun, man. So that is the plan. Anyway. Oscar Rodriguez, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support. I greatly appreciate that, man. Oscar says, where have the years gone by? It gets faster as you get older, man. It's weird, right, Oscar? I do not know. I feel like it was yesterday. Dude, I feel like it was yesterday that I got into the Navy. I feel like it was yesterday that my daughter was born. She's already 3. I feel like it was yesterday that I started this channel. It's been 10 years. It's crazy. It is insane. I don't know. It keeps on marching. My dad's going to be 70 in like 15 days. In 16 days. That's crazy. That's crazy to me. Yeah. Time keeps on ticking into the future. Time keeps on slipping, right? Time keeps on slipping. And is that how it goes? Time keeps on slipping. Yeah, right? Yeah, that's how it goes. Not time keeps on ticking. You idiot! But I appreciate that, Oscar. Let me fix my microphone here. Vince, good to see you, man. Thank you so much for the channel support. I appreciate the hell out of that, man. Hope you're doing well. Vince says, how are you planning to survive the Chick-fil-A sauce shortage pandemic? This is the first I've heard of this. Oh, goodness gracious. I'm not worried about it. You want to know why, Vince? I'll tell you in a second. Vince also says, when all the sauce disappears, the world will turn to Greedo. Daddle saucier. There you go. Yeah. So my daddle plant froze in the winter. It's dead. I need to buy it was stupid of me. I was lazy, Vince. I was lazy. I was an asshole to my daddle plant. I knew it was going to freeze that night. This might have been in January. I don't know. Maybe December. I don't know. I don't remember. But, like, I knew it was going to freeze. I threw a sheet over a couple of our hibiscuses. And I looked out into the backyard, and I saw the lone daddle plant in a pot. And I said, you'll be all right, buddy, old pal. And a couple days later, it was just toast. So I need to get a new one. So the reason I'm not, is this true? Like, what is I need to look this up. Chick-fil-A sauce. Sauce shortage. I'm not worried about it for a couple reasons. There was an end cap at Publix the other day that was just wall to wall, like side to side Chick-fil-A sauce. But also, what was I going to say? But also, it's the easiest goddamn thing to make yourself, Vince. Like, no joke, man. Before they started bottling and selling Chick-fil-A sauce at grocery stores, I was making it at home. Literally all it is mayonnaise, like typical, like Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce, like traditional barbecue sauce. I'm already forgetting what goes into it. Homemade Chick-fil-A sauce. There we go. Dude, it is hilarious how easy it is to make, though. It's been a while since I've made it. So honey, mustard, barbecue sauce, mayonnaise, and that's really all you need. So it's literally, all it is homemade honey mustard with some barbecue sauce in it. It's the easiest thing to make. So yeah, if you're worried about a Chick-fil-A sauce shortage, if you need that Chick-fil-A sauce in your veins, if you just can't live without that sauce, you can easily make it at home yourself. And maybe impress your wife or your mother or your kids. I heard there's a Chick-fil-A shortage. Mom. HelloGreedo taught me how to make it. A 4th cup of honey, 2 tablespoons of yellow mustard, 1/4 cup barbecue sauce, and a 1/2 cup of mayonnaise. Mwah. There we go. What's up, JJ? It's always about food, my man. But anyway, I appreciate that, Vince. Thanks, man. Yeah, Sage. Sage says, I seen a comment. Jose Santana, thank you so much. Give me one sec. I saw Sage talked about, I seen a comment you made on a James Rolfe interview like 10 years ago back. Did he inspire you to make your own channel? Yeah, man. That's the #1 person, video maker, content creator that inspired me to make my shit. So, yeah, man. What? I need to look into that. I'm probably embarrassed what I said, Sage, but anyway. Jose Santana, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support. Jose says, I just bought your book. Been a fan for years. I love you and everyone here. Oh, nice, man. I appreciate that. So, first of all, thank you for tuning in all these years and riding the waves, the ebb and flow of this channel's existence. It's gone through a lot of evolutions, right? It's fun. It's been fun all 10 years, man. I've been doing this 10 years. It's been, man, it's hard to believe. It doesn't make sense. What am I going to do on the 10-year anniversary of this channel? On September 28th, 2021. Let's see, what day is that? That's on a Tuesday. I won't be able to do shit. I'll be at the Fire Academy for 12 hours. So, yeah. Maybe the day before or the day after. But yeah, Jose, I appreciate that, man. And thanks for picking up the book. I hope you enjoy it. For those of you who... that was a pure coincidence, but Nightbot just posted it in the chat. But for those of you who might not know, I wrote a book a couple years ago. Well, I started writing it in 2016. Published it in 2019. It's on Amazon. It's called Sorry About the Mess. It's like a little under 200 pages. It's a personal book. It's not all Star Wars. I write about movies, video games, life experiences, my time in the Navy, being a dad, all sorts of stuff. So, yeah, Jose, man, I appreciate you supporting the channel and checking it out, and I hope you enjoy the book, man. I appreciate that channel support this afternoon as well. Cheers, man. Cheers. Let me know what you think. And Wario Will and Steven Siller, thank you guys so much for the channel supports this afternoon as well. Wario says, hear me out, a fanboys midquel called Van Boys, where we see what happened in the van on their way to Skywalker Ranch. I like it. Just nothing but van, the shenanigans that happened. Cool, man. Look, man. recipe websites, are they not the worst? We'll get to that in a second. I love that idea, Wario. Like, just the camera never leaves the inside of the van. I love that idea. I love that movie too, Will. Like, fanboys, and what really excites me, Will, like right now as I'm talking about fanboys, there's somebody in this chat right now. There's somebody listening to my voice who has never seen Fanboys. That fills me with such joy that someone, a Star Wars fan listening to me right now, is going to experience Fanboys for the first time. And damn it, let's see. Fanboys streaming. Is it streaming anywhere? It's streaming on YouTube for free. Are you serious? Get out of here. YouTube movies. Seriously. Dude, okay. Right there. Boom. Fanboys is streaming free on YouTube. Hell yes. Okay, so you got, yeah, it's on YouTube right now. I'm going to tweet about this. Dude. Awesome. So yeah, everybody go watch Fanboys tonight. It's super goofy. Like, if you're a Star Wars fan, you will like it. It's, I don't even know. It has a 32 on Rotten Tomatoes. I mean, whatever. Fuck it. It's a fun, goofy comedy about some Star Wars fans who want to go steal a copy of The Phantom Menace in 1999 from Skywalker Ranch. It's dumb. It's goofy. It's got some faces that you will that have blown up and become. Kristen Bell is in it. Watch it, man. Oh, it's not available in your country, JJ. I bet you could find it for $3 on eBay, Blu-ray. I bet you could. But yeah, man. Wario, I love that movie. That used to be the movie. Like, there's a handful of movies in my life where, if I'm doing stuff around the house, not so much nowadays, because, mostly podcasts, I would say the past 5 years is what I listen to when I'm doing shit around the house. But, like, before that, if I was folding laundry or cleaning up or something like that, I would throw a movie on, right? Fanboys was one of those movies for a long time. Apollo 13 was one of those movies. 127 Hours, The Right Stuff, But Fanboys is such a lighthearted, fun movie for Star Wars fans to watch. It has Seth Rogen in it. A lot of people that are huge now. Go watch it. Go watch it, man. I'm going to shut up about it. Go watch Fanboys. Anyway, I love the idea, Wario. Steven Siller and Oscar, thank you guys so much. Steven says, hey, HG, if you had to choose between Star Wars, Family Guy, and Robot Chicken, which would you choose? And man, that sauce they have at Firehouse Subs is supreme. Yes, it is, my man. Captain Sorensen, his daddle pepper sauce is the way to go. Yeah, it's a daddle pepper sauce, and for a while I was growing. Last year I grew my own daddle peppers, and I was making my own sauce. And it was fun, man. I was giving it away to friends and family. I gave it to people for Christmas. Sent Vince a bottle. And I thought it was pretty good. I experimented with some different stuff in it. And I thought it was pretty good. It wasn't as good as the Sorensen sauce. It was a little different. But yeah, I always have a bottle of Sorensen sauce in my fridge. There's a bottle right now in the door of my fridge, and it's always on hand, man. So if I had to choose between Star Wars Family Guy or Star Wars Robot Chicken, I would go with Star Wars Family Guy. But I will say that early in this channel's existence, Robot Chicken Star Wars and Robot Chicken in general was a pretty big influence on what this channel was. If you watch some of my early videos, the first year of this channel's existence, I did a lot of skits in videos. You know what I mean? Like, the video might be 5 minutes long and it might be full of like 5 to 10 different skits. And those skits were broken up with what Robot Chicken did, like static, right? Like a static shot, static screen, if that makes sense. So I would, if I was laying in bed and I just wanted to watch something, Star Wars Family Guy all the way. But I will say that Star Wars Robot Chicken heavily influenced this channel at its beginning point, if that makes sense. But yeah, man. Yeah, Star Wars Family Guy is fun. Just fun. But yeah, always watch Family. I've been watching Family Guy for years. It's crazy that it's still on TV. Like how long it's been. What, Simpsons is probably the longest show ever to run, right? Like continuous show. I don't know. Maybe South Park too. I remember watching South Park the very first night it aired. I was at my buddy Alex's house. This was 96? I don't even remember. Let's see. South Park first episode. 97. Okay, so 97. I was at my buddy's house, and I was spending the night at his house, as kids often do. Do kids still do that? Some of you guys are younger. Only maybe like 7 years ago, you might have been 11 years old or so. Were you going for slumber parties and spending the night? It was like the most exciting shit you could do as a kid, right? And I remember watching the first episode of South Park in his room on his TV, laying on the floor. Crazy. Yeah. Yeah, anyway. Love it. I've never... Is Outer Wilds the one... Let me see. I get Outer Wilds. I get two of them confused. Oh yeah, so Outer Wilds, wow, has a 10 out of 10 on Steam. I just didn't give it enough chance. I don't know if it's still up on Xbox Game Pass. I did download it, but I didn't devote enough time to it. It was weird and fun, and I just didn't, for whatever reason, I didn't. Man, the older I get, the more simple I want my games. It's like, and also like my problem with Game Pass. I actually signed up like 2 weeks ago, basically just to get MLB The Show, because it was on Game Pass, and I didn't want to spend like $50 for MLB The Show. I'd rather spend $15 to play it a couple weeks and then be over it, you know. But my problem with Game Pass as a whole is that it's the same problem I have with Netflix and all these streaming services. I just end up downloading or starting games and like playing them for 10 minutes and be like, okay, I'm done. And I don't devote enough time to a game. You know what I mean? I need to stick it out with something. I just did that with Destroy All Humans or whatever it's called. I played it for maybe an hour and I was like, okay, I get it. I'm done. I also did it with A Plague Tale. I played that for a while. I think that's what it's called, A Plague Tale. I played that for maybe like 5 hours. That was pretty good, but then I got to a point where I just could. It was a little too difficult. I died like 3 times in a row, and I was like, okay, I'm done. No, I still haven't finished Red Dead, man. Yeah. Anyway. Oscar Rodriguez, thank you so much for the channel support. I'll say this, coming in with the final super chat and channel support of the stream. We are right at an hour, folks. Again, I think this is going to be, it's going to be uploaded on YouTube, but it's also going to be, I'm going to look into it after the stream. I'm going to start podcasts with these live streams. I think it'll be fun. Dude, the last game that I beat was, the Stranger Things game. It's like a top-down, old-school 8-bit game, and I loved it, man. That was so much fun. I don't know why that hooked me so quick. simplicity, I think. But as I said, for whatever reason, like the older I get, the more simple I want my games. I think it's I don't know. Vince, you piqued my. I didn't even know there was a new Resident Evil game coming out. I haven't even beat the previous Resident Evil game that's in like the house with the weird hillbillies, right? Yeah. Oh, I did play the original Dead Space when it first came out. That was really fun, man. That was a lot of fun. And again, I got to a point like in a big open hangar, and I died like 3 times in a row, and I was like, yeah, I'm all right, whatever. I'm done. I should go back and finish that. When did that come out? I feel like I was like 2009, maybe? Let's see. Dead Space 1. 2008. Okay. Yeah. All right. That was a fun game. Creepy. It's on Steam. Let's see how much it is on Steam. Oh, it's on EA Play? Oh, okay. Cool. All right. Yeah. Maybe I'll pick it up. Anyway, cool. Oscar Rodriguez, thank you so much for coming in with a final super chat and channel support. What would a world made of clones of you be like? Just a world full of clones of me? I don't know, man. I have no idea. Everybody would just stress out about little shit and not stress out about big shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's a good way to define myself. I stress out about the most like meaningless little bullshit, or the most meaningless bullshit is aggravating to me, but then like big grand things I just shrug. Does that make sense? A world made of clones of me. It'd be boring. I don't know. That's a good question. I did see an episode of Rick and Morty maybe like a month ago where they went to a planet of Ricks and Mortys, and it was nothing but like Rick and Morty's living there. It was fun. That show is so great, man. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know. It'd be boring. I'd want to leave pretty quick, Oscar. But I appreciate that, man. That's an interesting philosophical question. But cheers. I've never played Dead Space 2, Vince. But so what was I gonna say? I need to eat lunch. I'm so goddamn hungry. So yeah, this will probably go up as a podcast in a few days. I'll probably start integrating it in with Patreon and doing Patreon questions at the beginning of like streams, like 15 minutes of Patreon stuff, and then go into the hour of the live stream, and that will be on podcasts wherever you listen to podcasts. Hopefully it'll be easy for you guys to find. It should be. I'm gonna use Anchor, I think. Don't know anything about it. So if you're listening to my voice right now on a podcast app, cool, welcome. This is gonna be a regular thing, I think. If you're listening to my voice on YouTube, keep listening to my voice here, I guess. Yeah, anyway. Cheers, guys, to everybody who supported the channel through Super Chats. I appreciate it. To everybody who just hung out in the chat, thanks for hanging out, man. Don't know when my next stream will be. Don't know when my next video will be. You guys know me. I'm just flying by the seat of my pants. I don't know what the hell I'm doing here. All right. Enjoy the rest of your morning, your afternoon, your night, wherever you are on planet Earth. And I will catch you all on the flip side. See ya!